Calle Ocho time!
What happens when you combine 1 million people with mouth-watering food and the pulsing beat of the hottest music in town?
Calle Ocho, Calle Ocho!
You get a South Florida party with a flavor all its own. This is Calle Ocho,
Calle Ocho!
where the city comes alive with magic you can only find on the streets of Miami.
I'm from Cuba.
So get ready, we've got your party pass.
Join us for Local 10's Calle Ocho.
This is what a party in Miami looks like from high above the Magic City.
We're talking about 1 million people jammed onto 8th Street in Little Havana for the 40th annual Calle Ocho Festival.
This is a tradition that keeps getting better and better every year, and we are so happy to be here once again.
And from high above, we take you down to the middle of all the action. Check out all the people who are on the street there, up and down 8th Street, enjoying the biggest street party in the country.
From 8th Avenue all the way to 27th Avenue, this is the biggest block party around.
Hello and welcome to Local 10's Calle Ocho Special. I'm Calvin Hughes.
And I'm Lori Jennings. This is our 4th straight year
Can
of
you
bringing
believe it?
you the highlights of this amazing day in Miami.
It really is an amazing day, and times that by 4 now. We're talking 40 years that the Kiwanis of Little Havana has put on this event, and it shows no signs of slowing down at all.
And this year, we are way up high, not just on a rooftop. We are on the top of the Big Bus Miami. They have brought us this double-decker bus so that we can give you this bird's-eye view of all that is going on in this party.
And we've been here since this morning, and the people have been coming in waves, and it's only going to get better. Check out all of these people who have come down here for this big block party every year. Once again, they've been doing it for 40 years, so some folks have really gotten pretty good at the music and the dancing and the partying. It's a great time for all.
You can't help but dance. There is a beat going on everywhere, and every single block has its own beat, if not 2 or 3. And then there's the food. Every type of food from every Latin or South American culture.
Yeah.
It is a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, you can get a little bit huge,
Enlarged.
but it's all in good fun. And we have a crew up and down 8th Street here just for you to bring you every angle of the biggest block party in the world.
And the weather is holding out, so come on down and join our Local 10 tent. We are right here on Calle Ocho at 16th Avenue, right in front of El Cristo Restaurant, and you'll get to meet so many in the Local 10 family.
And we have, once again, a team of reporters. We want to show you some of them. We begin with our Janice Fernandez, who's also here, as well as Nicole Perez, her very first time here at Calle Ocho.
But Victor Oquendo, he is a veteran. He's been here a few years now, and so he got the assignment of the day. And Victor, we really hope you're feeling hungry.
For good reason, Lori and Calvin. This is the first year of this croqueta competition. They're calling it El Croquetazo. It was me, along with a bunch of other amateurs, 12 of us eating as many croquetas as we could in 5 minutes. Now, it might not sound all that tough, but I promise you it was. Those Catalina croquetas are delicious, but they fill you up quickly. So I have a newfound respect for all the competitive eaters out there. A few of those guys, by the way, they claim to be amateurs, but I'm a little skeptical. There were some ringers in the crowd. I don't want to tell you my score just yet. Lori and Calvin will have that for you later on in the show. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Victor, we look forward to it, and try to get a little Pepto-Bismol at some point.
Exactly. He even told us there's a key. You dip them in water to soften them. I mean, he's down on this. He is really, and he's so competitive. So let's see if Victor can win the croqueta eating contest.
I cannot wait to see it.
And that is just part of the food that you will see up and down Calle Ocho. Calvin and I got to try a bunch of things as we headed out to be with the people here and dance and have fun. What did you try? The arepa?
The arepas, they were excellent, by the way, and you tried a little bit of rice and
the black
rice
beans
and beans.
Rice,
yes,
and then the arroz con pollo. I mean, it goes on and on, folks. It's crazy.
And don't forget about the dancing, too. I saw you getting your groove on down there as well.
So. Yes, he joined me, and he was showing me how to work the wire. I think in Spanish you call it huire, believe it or not. And I was working it. It looked like a strainer from the kitchen, right?
Yeah, and we also saw a little basketball, too. We got a chance to play, and we had a little competition. We won't tell you too much about that. We'll show you that in just a moment. But first, we want to bring you one of our reporters is actually going up and down Calle Ocho to get the full experience of this festival.
Janice Fernandez, do you have your sneakers on?
Well, Lori, Calvin, as you can imagine, it's so loud here on the ground at Calle Ocho. It's a little hard to hear you, but as you can see, the crowd, they're just getting warmed up here. But this is, as you said, the biggest street party here in Miami. We're running into all sorts of people. We're taking selfies. Hi. We're on live TV.
Awesome, awesome.
So what's your favorite part about Calle
So the music, the food, the people, the Miami life, the everything. It's just an awesome place to be every year, you know?
So are you a Calle Ocho veteran? Is this your first time?
It's my first time in a very long time. I've been here like 10 years ago, you know? So just came out here, you know, to try something different, I guess, again, but it's awesome. Great people, you know, Channel 10, I love you, Channel 10, and I love Miami. So.
I see you've got a beverage. Tell me what you're drinking.
It's the original mojito from Cuba. So,
can't go wrong, right?
Can't go wrong at all.
Well, I hope to have a mojito when I'm done working.
I hope so too. I'll buy you one or two if you like, okay?
You enjoy yourself.
Right.
As you can see, this street party is just getting started. I want you to just sort of pan out here so you can see the crowd. It is a large crowd here, and we've been here since this morning. It's amazing to see the energy from the crowd here. The best part about Calle Ocho is that it's a family atmosphere. We have children here. We obviously have all sorts of people here representing an array of different countries from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Colombia, everything you can possibly imagine. Lori, Calvin, it's hard to hear you from down here, but I'm going to send it back to you. But I'm going to keep walking up and down the street to show you everything that's going on.
Oh, and by the way, save some of those mojitos for us. Bring those up here on the big bus. We look forward to having them. Good job there, Janice. Thanks a lot.
Or one of the huge pina coladas with the pineapple. La piña.
That was pretty good. Yeah,
really
I know.
Refreshing.
I saw you eyeing it earlier, yeah.
If you can still make it down here, folks, there's still about an hour left, and so you want to come down and dress for the heat and just enjoy a few drinks, enjoy walking Calle Ocho, and you will have such fun. We are here on Big Bus Miami. They gave us this double-decker bus, so come see us right here at 16th Avenue and Calle Ocho.
Yeah, it's a different location, overlooking everything, just a sea of people up and down Calle Ocho, and we're just getting started here with Local 10's Calle Ocho special. We have a lot more coming up in just a moment. Stick around.
Coming up on Local 10's Calle Ocho. When you come to this party, make sure you bring your dancing shoes.
I need to learn how to dance.
Our own Nicole Perez gets some lessons on how to get down on 8th Street when we boogie back after the break.
Welcome back, everyone, to Calle Ocho, founded in 1978, 40 years ago, and going strong. There are more than 12 stages full of music and bands for you out here. And you know, so many records have been set out here. Back in 1988, it was the largest conga line. By 1990, it was the largest piñata. And in 2000, the world's largest cigar.
That's right, and let's take you down now to the action right here on 8th Street. Everybody coming out today. We're talking about 1 million people expected here on Calle Ocho on Southwest 8th Street. And folks, you get a little dancing, you can get a little food, you can get a little everything down here. And you have to come on out if you're looking for a very good time.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here for you at Calle Ocho.
And welcome back, yes, absolutely, for our special. And let me tell you, this is a great event for so many people. And Lori and I have been out here for, what, 4 years now?
That's
and,
right.
You know, we've gotten pretty good at the eating and dancing part. That was a lot of fun earlier.
That's pretty easy to do. And get ready to just gorge on everything. And some in our staff, though, they've been born and raised here. But they've never experienced the trueness, the real Calle Ocho.
That's right. Well, she's getting the full experience. She is right down in it in all of the action. Let's go to our Nicole Perez. Nicole, this is your very first time. Tell us about your very first experience.
This is my very first experience, Calvin, Lori, and let me tell you, it's been absolutely amazing. I've been up and down the street, and something that I haven't experienced as much as our local Hispanics is dancing. I may not have the best moves, but let me tell you, I learned some moves today that I'll never forget. Everyone knows Calle Ocho is famous for the music, the people, the food, and the fun, but what about the dancing? It's a given that all Hispanics love to dance, right? Well, we all might love to, including myself, but do we know how? I need to learn how to dance. So the first thing I did when I got here was try to get myself some lessons. Can you teach me? You can't teach me? No. We struck out a few times, but eventually we hit the jackpot. Okay, salsa, bachata, merengue. With so many Latin dances to choose from, I let the people show me their best moves. From an awkward 1-2 step, making our way through the crowds, slowly but surely, I picked up some moves. After about an hour of moving my feet and shaking my hips, I think I got it down packed. Well, with so much to do out here. There's tons of music and food and so much fun, but you really cannot leave without dancing to this amazing music. My hips are still loose and I have my dancing shoes on, so I'm ready to keep moving throughout the afternoon. Lori, Calvin.
While we're in. All right, Nicole, thanks a lot. And, you know, just when you think you know a person, you really don't, and you get them in front of some music and they start dancing, and they can outdance you, that would be you.
Like what I did.
Yeah, you absolutely did. I thought I knew that you could, but no, you can really, like.
Of course I can.
It was really impressive.
I've been here a while. I picked up the Latin groove here. It is so much fun to be out here.
Yeah.
It's just a true party.
It really
and
is.
It always all happens because of the Kiwanis.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
work so hard all year long to put this on, the world's biggest block party. And more than parties, they give scholarships. They give food and book supplies, school supplies to the needy. They want to make sure that everyone in our community is cared for.
Calle Ocho is certainly the staple, the big event that everybody knows about, but all the events leading up to it are all great fundraisers for us that help out the community. And again, all of this just goes back to the community. This is the time that we go to collect all the funds, and then the rest of the year we spend, giving it right back to the community. None of us make a dime, we're all volunteers, and that's what makes this event so special.
And the original Calle Ocho organizers are still involved, and guess what? They're even surprised at how big this has gotten. I bet they had no idea in the beginning.
Not in the beginning that it would grow to this. And they'll be cleaning up by the end of tomorrow. Yeah, it's a long cleanup.
That's the really fun part,
Let's see where our own Janice Fernandez has made it to now. Janice, are you maybe a third of the way? What do you think?
Well, Lori, Calvin, I don't know what you guys are doing up on that bus. You need to come on down and join the party here because we are right at the thick of it. So right now we're on 8th Street, right at 16th Avenue, where you can see the crowd is just getting warmed up now. Come walk with me because the best part about Calle Ocho is that we run into interesting people all the time. And what's so great about it is that every corner there's something different. We've got food, and we've got music. Look at this. We have a live band here playing. This is incredible. People are dancing, having a great time. And if you look a little closer as we keep walking along here, we actually see someone with a lemur. We've got animals here at Calle Ocho. Check this out. This is an incredible party. And you see interesting characters here as well. And that's the best part about Calle Ocho is that you never know who you're going to run into, and you never know what you're going to find on every street corner. Now, Lori, Calvin, the party is just getting started, so we are going to just keep dancing and enjoying this party. I'm going to send it back to you.
Janice, thanks so much. We'll check back with you when you make it almost to the end.
And joining us now is someone whom you know very well out there, our Hatzavella, the one and only reporter from the U.S. inside Cuba, reporting on a daily basis of what happens there. And is it good to be back here in the U.S.?
Oh, it is nice to be back home to share this fantastic time with both of you and the rest of folks here in Calle Ocho.
Absolutely.
Are you getting a good reaction? Do people realize you're in Cuba?
Yes, we got several folks coming up to the booth asking, why are you here? Why are you not in Cuba? What's going on here? But a lot of folks really talking about what we've been able to bring them, the pictures, the stories, things that they feel are important, especially now that Cuba is sort of at a crossroads, if you will.
Yeah, you are covering history as it happens, and for you, what is the one experience that really sticks out for you and really, allows you to appreciate this moment in our history?
I think every day you're astonished by the Cuban ingenuity, right? Every time we learned about what Cubans do to survive, how they do it, and these are the stories that we want to bring back to South Florida because it is the exile community that really understands that plight and that experience back on the island.
Right, well, we're going to let you get back down with the people here at our local 10 tent right here at 16th Avenue, and we are high above the Big Red Bus. We thank you, Big Bus Miami, for this double-decker bus right in front of El Cristo Restaurant. So come on out and say hi in this final hour of Calle Ocho.
Yeah, this is an awesome experience. This is one that you don't want to miss today because, again, even if you're at home watching this, there's still time to get out here to do a little dancing, get a little food, and come out and see the people.
So we will see you here. Come on out and enjoy Calle Ocho. Straight ahead, it's a competition that Victor Oquendo has worked toward his entire life.
Now it's no pain, no gain for Vic as he goes for the guava in the Calle Ocho croqueta eating contest. Coming up next.
And welcome back, Sky 10, with a bird's eye view of the biggest street party in the world. We're talking about the Calle Ocho Festival, the 40th annual one. Thank you so much for tuning back in with us. And so many of the greats have performed here, from Pitbull, Miami Sound Machine, and Gloria Estefan. Oh yes, and this year's Kings of Calle Ocho, CNCO.
It is a big party, and all of this, Calle Ocho, started as a way for Cuban immigrants to teach others about their heritage, but it has grown and grown, and now all Latin American countries are represented here with their culture, their food, and of course their dancing. Welcome back, everyone, to Calle Ocho.
This is our Local 10 special in our 4th year bringing you this, and this is such an awesome festival for so many people who come out. Once again, 1 million people expected to do a little dancing and everything else along here on Calle Ocho, and joining us now is someone who's very special,
Miss Carnival herself, 2017, Daniela Albrecht. Thank you for being with us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You are just 16. Now you have a scholarship. You're going to get to compete in Miss Florida USA.
Yes.
What does being here mean to you?
Well, I turned 17 a couple days ago.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
So not only to be able to represent the Latin and Hispanic community, but to be able to represent the Kiwanis of Little Havana is an absolute honor. Everything that they do, the Carnival de Mayo, Calle Ocho, that we're now celebrating our 40th anniversary, everything they do, it's all for the community, it's all for the kids, and all the money goes back.
And speaking of that, you have to have the title for the next year, correct?
Yes.
And so what does that entail you doing, going around speaking and appearing at schools and that sort of thing?
Yes, it's interviews. We work with Council of Love for mentoring kids. And around the whole year, we're doing interviews, we're doing events with the Kiwanis of Little Havana.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for representing so well and being here.
Absolutely.
We are going to check in now with our croqueta eating cohort.
Oh my goodness! And he was holding his belly a little bit earlier today, and we hopefully he will be able to get over this this stomach pain of eating all those croquetas.
Victor Kendo, how are you doing out there?
I am still painfully full, Lori and Calvin. That's how I'm doing out here. Croquetas in Calle Ocho, synonymous. However, this was the first competition like this. They're calling it El Croquetazo, and I wanted to make sure that I held my own. I did a good job, so I kind of trained for this. Take a look. On Saturday, I actually took part in a chicken wing eating competition benefiting Make-A-Wish South Florida. So my best friends, my brother and I, we ate 50 Sports Grill wings in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Sounds like a lot, but we didn't get out of the first round. We were done after that. So the pressure was on today. I wanted to represent the station well. I wanted to hold my own as a Cuban American. Now let's get to it, croquetazo. Here's a look. Sam Barclay from Major League Eating. He is the MC. He introduced me. It was game time. This was the amateur round, so you had 12 of us eating as many croquetas as we could in 5 minutes. They were delicious. They were Catalina croquetas, but kind of tough to put down after a while. I gave it my best shot, and I only ate 11. The winner, to put this in perspective, he put me to shame. He ate 44. Sam Barclay and I broke down my performance afterward. All right, Sam, you've seen a lot of food competitions in your days. I know I kind of let you down out there. What do you think of my performance?
Well, I think your analysis is pretty accurate, Victor. You did terribly. You ate 11 Catalina croquetas in 5 minutes. The winner ate 44, so I'll do the math. That's 25% of the winning total. That's not good enough. You will never make it as a pro. There's a phrase we use called stick to your day job. You've got a great day job. I would stick to it.
I guess that's some pretty good advice there. By the way, there were some guys who were pretty impressive out there. You think any of them got a shot in the professional circuit?
Well, I think one of our amateur eaters who ate just then said, I want to get a shot in the professional competition. He said that he didn't reach his capacity in that contest. He wants to come back at 5 o'clock for the pro event. That sounds like madness to me, but I fully endorse madness.
And as far as Major League Eating is concerned, the croqueta, the consistency that's in there, how tough is it compared to like hot dogs or pizza, other foods?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Well, we've never done Catalina croquetas before. This is the first time, la primera vez for this contest. So we'll see how it goes. I think the battle with the croqueta will be perhaps the fried exterior puts up a little bit of a fight, but once you get into that delicious moist goodness inside, which is obviously so flavorful, my concern with the pro event is the Catalina croqueta is so delicious that our pro contestants will not be able to focus on eating so many so quickly. They will swoon. We call it the swoon in competitive eating.
See, you didn't need to be so hard on me. I was just swooning. That's all that happened. I swooned and only ate 11 croquetas. Sam, thank you so much.
My pleasure, Victor. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Things got a little bit messy out there, so they gave us all these aprons. There you see the logo, El Croquetazo. So that was the event today. There was also a professional round featuring Joey Chestnut. He is considered the world's greatest eater. I don't know how these guys do it. We all know the saying, diet starts Monday. That's me. That's gonna do it for me. Let's send things over to Janice Fernandez.
Victor, I'm a little disappointed. I think you could eat more croquetas than that. You know what? Right here, right now, I challenge you. Next year, I bet you I can eat more croquetas than you. We're gonna do it, head to head. And speaking of food, let's stick with that topic because that's probably the best part about Calle Ocho, at least my favorite part, is all the food. And we're not talking carnival food here, we're talking really good cooking. So right now I want you to take a look because you can see that we are hard at work here. Now tell me, my man, what are you cooking right now?
Right now we got a curry chicken going. We got our famous yellow rice, plantains, New Orleans style shrimp. All the way from Atlanta having a good time.
So you're all the way from Atlanta. What do you think about Calle Ocho so far?
Oh, it's pretty nice. It's our first year doing it and it's been pretty nice.
First year doing it, so...
We did the Bob Marley festival last night and we came straight here after.
So you're gonna keep working. So what time did you guys get here to prepare all this food?
Actually, we got here like around 6-ish, 7.
In the morning?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
Still did. So we moved from where we was at the event, the Jamaican, the Jazz, the Bob Marley Festival, and we came straight here. And right now so far, man, I'm enjoying the energy, the whole 9 yards. This is like my culture. Like I'm from St. Croix, Virgin Islands, and my father's from Puerto Rico.
So we're happy to have you here. We are happy to have you here.
Most definitely, and thank you very, very much, man.
Thank you for being here.
Y'all being here, and
we love the food. We love the food. We're gonna let you guys get to work and keep on cooking. I'm probably gonna eat some food myself. Lori Calvin, I'll think about bringing some back to you. I'll bring some back to you.
Please do. And you have about 5 or 6 minutes to make it to the very end for us, and we'll check back one more time, Janice. Thanks a lot.
Now, what you're looking at now is just the sea of people who have been out here for hours today, and boy, are they feeling the heat. You know, the only umbrellas that you'll need today is the one that blocked the sun, and what a great day this has been so far. 1 million people expected, and you can see there is no doubt it's already at that number or it's going to reach that number.
I've been coming out here since 1998 and eating my way through, and I think this is one of the hottest Calle Ochos, but as long as it doesn't rain, everything's great, and it's been perfect hot weather.
Absolutely, and you know something? We have changed locations. Before we were on the rooftop of a restaurant here, El Cristo, and now we're with Big Bus Miami, allowing us to be on top of the double-decker here. We really want to say our thanks to them because what better location is there to be to see all of the folks?
This is our bird's eye view. We love it and love sharing it with you. We'll be right back with more highlights from the 40th annual Calle Ocho.
It's a family atmosphere.
After the break, she's almost made it all the way down 8th Street.
The biggest street party.
But where will Janice Fernandez end her Calle Ocho journey? Find out when Local 10's Calle Ocho returns.
Welcome back, everyone, to this year's Calle Ocho 2017. It is 40 years running and strong. Look at the throngs of people. This party never gives. It never dies down. It just gets bigger and bigger every year.
You can feel the beat too, Lori. And Kiwanis organizers, you know, this is all about really helping the club and so many young people with scholarships and, you know, really mentoring young folks here in Little Havana. So they begin planning for 41 tomorrow.
They do. The cleanup goes till midnight. They start planning tomorrow. It is their year-long planning event,
Absolutely.
And it's the biggest thing they do.
And it's well worth it, you know, because you have so many vendors out here, so many folks who come out here looking and expecting the same thing every year, and sometimes a little new nuances here and there. Yeah.
But the flags keep growing.
That's
More and
right.
more countries, more and more cultures represented. It's a wonderful thing to see. And our own Janice Fernandez has tried to make it all the way from 8th Street to 8th Avenue to 27th Avenue on Calle Ocho. Janice, how far did you get?
Well, Lori Calvin, I'm almost to the red bus, so I've almost made my way back to both of you. It's incredible because we've been here since this morning. I have to say I'm pretty exhausted, but you know what keeps me going is the crowd, and you can see that the crowd is still very much alive at this time. And this is what it's all about. You see where it says there, welcome to Little Havana. Everyone taking that famous photo there, and this is what it's all about. We've met people from here in South Florida, and also people who are visiting from places like Minnesota that have never seen anything like this. It is a wonderful event. It's all about food, music, but what it's really about is all these cultures coming together and celebrating here on Calle Ocho. So let's take one more look at that crowd. You can see that it goes on for blocks and blocks and blocks. We have someone there representing Mexico. We've seen people representing Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, every country you can think of. It is just the greatest block party. Lori, Calvin, we're so lucky to call Calle Ocho home.
Absolutely, and 40 years strong, I have no doubt 41 will be just as good as the very first one. So Janice, thank you for going up and down 8th Street for us. We know that was quite the journey. I have no doubt about it, considering so many people that are here.
So many, and they definitely gather at the 12 different music stations and the
That's
stages. Right. They are dancing up a storm tonight.
Yeah.
You want to go dance for the next hour?
You know what, I was waiting for the invitation.
We're going to do it. We're going to try to hit all 12. Why not? Come on out if you still can, folks. Right. There is a little bit of time left. If you live in the downtown Miami area, come on out, because this is perfect weather. That rain held off. It's a scorcher, but the evening breeze is here now. And
that's right. And before we go, we cannot thank Big Bus Miami for allowing us to be on top of their big bus here. They do tours all around South Florida, especially here in Little Havana, up and down 8th Street. So much to see, so much history here, and obviously all of the people behind the scenes, from our cameraman here, William Damas, and the list goes on and on
and
on.
Victor and Nicole and Janice, thanks for sharing it all with us, and thank you for being with us for Local 10's Calle Ocho.
Hope to see you next year. Have a great night.